Today, I'm going to tell you about something amazing. Ready? Sand! Yeah? Not impressed? Well, you should be. According to Albert Einstein, sand is the #1 best topic to do an informative speech about in forensics. Just kidding. But, according to New Yorker writer David Owen, sand is the second most widely consumed resource next to fresh water. Surprised now? Still no? Oh, well, sand is also used to make your smartphone. Yeah, you still don't care. Well, you'll just have to see for yourself. So today we're going to explore the vast deserts of sand by first discovering the many modern uses of sand. Second, we will explore the dark background of illegal sand trade. And finally, we'll discuss the impacts of sand mining and what substitutes exist for sand. So first, let's discover the many modern uses of sand. By far, the most popular use of sand is in construction, specifically in concrete mixes. A 2017 article by The Economist entitled An Improbable Global Shortage stated that between 2011 and 2015, the world used around 13 billion tons of sand in constructing houses and roads, 7 billion tons of it by China alone. How much sand is this? Well, China used more sand in those 4 years than the United States did in the entire 20th century. And to put that statistic into perspective, China has used enough sand to cover Hawaii's largest island with a gigantic parking lot. Sand is also used to create solar energy. Business Insider Italia reported that an Italian energy company, the Magaldi Group, had been using large reflective solar panels to heat sand and transfer the sand's heat into usable energy. Surprisingly, thousands of pounds of sand also go into making automobiles. In addition to the 100 pounds of glass used in cars, over 1,100 pounds of sand are used in casting the aluminum bodies of cars. Furthermore, sand is used to make batteries. A 2014 study headed by mechanical engineer Zachary Favors outlined advances in using sand to create longer-lasting lithium-ion batteries. Yet another unknown use of sand is in high tech. Computer chips found in PCs as well as iPhones are built out of sand particles which contain silicon, an element needed to conduct electricity throughout the device. So if you go ahead and take out your smartphone and snap it in half, you can clearly see the sand built up inside. Just kidding. But sand is all around us, and our consumption keeps going up and up. So next, let's explore the dark background of illegal sand trade. First, we need to address a problem. The world is running out of sand. But how is this possible? Sand seems like an infinite resource. How could we possibly be running out of it? Well, to begin with, not all sand is usable. Desert sand, for example, is too smooth to be used in construction or to make glass. A low supply, crossed with a high demand for usable sand, has created a pathway for illegal sand mining and trading. Yes, believe it or not, there are people who illegally trade sand. Hey buddy, you got the stuff? You mean the sand? Anyway, these people, dubbed the Sand Mafia, have been popping up in Asia and Africa. The Mafia is prevalent in India, where sand is especially rare. Mafia members travel to coastlines and riverbeds and collect sand in tractors and trucks. The worst part is what the Mafia will do for sand. In a 2017 ABC article about the Sand Mafia, Samantha Hawley detailed the life of an Indian man named Palaram Chauhan, who was gunned down in his home by the Sand Mafia because he had been campaigning to shut down the Sand Mafia's headquarters in Raipur, Kadar. Sadly, this was neither the first nor the last sand-related murder. According to the Guardian's article, Sand Mining, the Global Crisis You've Never Heard of, in India, the Sand Mafia has injured hundreds and killed dozens of people in recent years. Victims include an 81-year-old teacher who was hacked to death, a journalist who was burnt to death, and at least 3 police officers who were run over by sand trucks. Sand, it seems, has become a deadly business. So finally, let's discuss the impacts of sand mining and what substitutes exist for sand. Sand mining has been hurting the environment, especially in lakes and in rivers. The Guardian says that the sediment stirred up by sand miners in Lake Payong, China has disrupted fish environments, decreasing fish populations. Also, as a result of excessive mining, Lake Payong's outflow channel has been drastically deepened and widened, decreasing the volume of water in the lake. These lower water levels are translating to declines in water quality. Sand miners have also destroyed infrastructure. Sand mining near shoreside buildings and bridges has weakened foundations and caused these structures to collapse. This issue has also claimed multiple victims. In 2001, a Portugal bridge collapsed, killing 70, and in 2016, a collapsed Indian bridge killed 26. As bad as all this seems, scientists have begun to find solutions and substitutes for sand. Many manufacturing companies have offered their byproducts as sand substitutes. These byproducts include manufactured sand, crushed rock front, and aluminum sawmill waste. Additionally, The Economist claims that asphalt and concrete can be recycled and houses can be built primarily from wood. Britain, for example, recycled nearly a third of all its housing materials in 2014. So, in conclusion, today we talked about sand. First, we discovered the many modern uses of sand. Next, we explored the dark background of the illegal sand trade. And finally, we discussed the impacts of sand mining and what substitutes exist for sand. Sand may just seem like something you walk on at the beach or the convenient material used to build castles on vacation, but it is so much more than that. So, next time you're on the beach, just take a look down at your scorched feet and say, thanks.